Diddy's lawyer quit because he said that Diddy is not ready for his criminal trial. And baby, this is not good. Diddy's trial is in 3 months and he stepped down saying that he doesn't agree with how Mark Agnifilo, Diddy's head of counsel, is moving forward with his case. A direct source to Anthony Rico told TMZ that his exit from Diddy's camp was over a power struggle going on between him and Mark Agnifilo, which is the lead attorney for Diddy, and it's been going on for several months, but it finally came to a head. They were told the battle within Diddy's team centered around his trafficking allegations and that there was a disagreement on how they needed to handle that part of the federal indictment when they go to trial. And the big disagreements causing him to step down are the count 2 of trafficking, and all of these have to do with victim 1, who we can believe is Cassie Ventura. And Cassie Ventura had just announced her 3rd pregnancy just days before this lawyer dropped out, which means most likely when Diddy's trial starts in 3 months, Cassie Ventura is still going to be pregnant when she takes that stand to testify against Diddy, which is very bad for Diddy's case because it's going to make people feel bad for her, especially when they watch that video in court of Diddy dragging Cassie and hitting her in that hallway. Now, we know that Agnifilo has repeatedly denied Diddy's trafficking charge and has said since the beginning that this was a consensual relationship between Diddy and a girlfriend and a third party. But we also know 2 days before this lawyer also dropped out, Diddy filed a motion to dismiss count 3 of the indictment entirely. In my opinion, I feel like Diddy literally told on himself in this motion. It was the worst motion I've ever heard in my life. Diddy was basically saying that the Mann Act that he's being charged under is a racist act. But not only that, he was basically trying to say that the escorting service that he used was perfectly legal. Diddy said it's not some secret underground operation that was previously unknown that he used. It has been operating for over a decade and it has a website with over 10,000 followers on X. In this motion, Diddy, in my opinion, is basically admitting to the fact that he got these escorts but used them for physical relationships, which is illegal. The second that you pay somebody for physical relations, that is what makes it exactly what Diddy is being charged for. But he kind of tries to brush it off on this company, and he says it's well known that escorts from this company sometimes indeed regularly have physical relationships with their clients. The company does not explicitly advertise the services, but it does not forbid or discourage it. And because of the way Diddy was writing this motion, I actually figured out what service he was using. So he talks about how there was a TV show of this escort service and how it's a legal service, and it is. But it's not for having physical relations. These men's jobs are only to take women on dates. The show that was on Showtime was Gilligos, which takes you to their website and their Twitter handle, which is Cowboys for Angels. And this is the service that Diddy is admitting to himself in this motion of using to hire these male escorts for physical relationships, which would then make it illegal. Now, in this motion, Diddy's basically saying that this company is not discouraging you from having physical relationships with these escorts, but actually they are, because any person would know that this makes it illegal. Diddy, this is exactly why they don't advertise it like you say in your own motion. In their website, they say, unfortunately, there is a social stigma that male companions are for providing physical services. However, this is not what we do here. Companionship, conversation, and quality time are the most important aspects of the dates that we schedule. At Cowboys for Angels, we pride ourselves in providing our clients with undivided attention and engaging in intelligent and witty conversations. Now, it's been alleged multiple different times throughout the news that there are male escorts that are actually testifying against Diddy as witnesses. Some of them even say that they have video footage, and this is exactly when I started to think about one of these guys being Jonathan Odie. I'm sure you guys remember the video of Jonathan Odie way back in 2018 talking about all of this crazy stuff and how he had a physical relationship with Diddy and Cassie and how he was basically their slave and how he ended up getting a STD from sleeping with Diddy. He even said at one point in time he sued Diddy over over this. And Diddy paid him a settlement of $5 million to basically keep it hush-hush. And during this interview with police, Jonathan Odie also said that it might be possible for him to get video proof that he has of something. I've started doing more digging into Jonathan Odie. I was really curious if there was a connection between this Cowboys for Angels and Jonathan Odie. And it's really hard to find any information. His Instagram is now privated. His Facebook had nothing except one picture on it. But I was able to come across this picture of Jonathan Odie. And this picture is very similar to the Cowboys for Angels pictures of their escorts. So I think it could be very possible that Jonathan Odie might have worked for Cowboys for Angels. And just think, Diddy puts out this stupid motion 2 days before this lawyer quits, and they also know that they have multiple witnesses that are allegedly escorts that have testified against Diddy and even gave video footage of these freak-offs. To me, it makes a little bit more sense why this lawyer would probably want to quit about these charges. TMZ also says that their sources said that Anthony Rico grew frustrated when his efforts to speak directly to Diddy about legal strategies were stopped by the co-counsel, and that's why he felt he could no longer properly defend him anymore. They can't agree on a legal strategy, and he also wanted to talk to him by himself and probably tell him, Diddy, this is what you need to do because right now it's not looking so hot, but they were trying to stop him from doing that. TMZ was also told by this source that Anthony Rico strongly believed that their counsel would not be ready to go to trial by May 5th. He told them that they should ask the judge for more time, but the co-counsel strongly disagreed on this, which is another reason why Anthony Rico said, all right, I'm out. So to me, in my opinion, it seems like Anthony Rico dropped out on Diddy because he basically knows Diddy's screwed. And honestly, I really thought that this motion that Diddy put in 2 days before this lawyer decided to drop out was going to have something to do with it. Because in my opinion, basically in this motion, Diddy is admitting to what he's done, but yet he's arguing about the fact of the service of the escorts being a legal service, which it is until you use it for physical relationships. Then that makes it illegal. And on top of that, you have the victims in this case saying that it was not consensual, that they were given substances, and all of the above. So in my opinion, this looks really, really bad for Diddy. But I don't know. Y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.